All right, Neve, looking forward to having this little chat with you today. And I would love to know if you can remember back to like before when you started on the program with us, and obviously you came in on the 6 week program initially. How were you feeling before you started?
Well, it was this time last year that
Hmm.
I really knew I needed to do something. And I was a member of a gym that I
Yeah,
wasn't going to. I was paying a huge amount of money.
yeah,
And part of the reason was there's two things. One is I'm menopausal, and
yeah,
two, I'm working from home and working remotely, so I can travel whenever I work. So I decided I had to do something, and I was looking for something I could do early in the mornings,
yeah.
but also could do from anywhere.
Hmm.
Um, I was demotivated about exercise. I was feeling crap about myself. I
Yeah.
had little energy. I wasn't in a really positive place
Hmm.
at the time. And I saw this online one day, probably about 3 o'clock in the morning when I woke up, and pressed a button to join. And then, Leigh, you contacted me the next day, so I had no chance to bail out.
Yeah.
And I started on the introductory 6 week program, which I thought was great value. And I said, if this works, it's going to be brilliant. And
Yeah.
if it doesn't, it's not a huge investment for the 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Perfect. And I suppose you kind of touched on it a little bit there in the answer, but specifically, what was it that appealed to you about, I suppose, the online aspect or, being able to do it from home or anywhere you wanted?
well, for me, the problem with my gym is that I would go down to the gym for 2 weeks, get really enthusiastic, and then I'd be traveling either with my husband who travels for work or just traveling for fun. And then I'd stop for 3 weeks and I'd be eating and drinking all around me. And then
Yeah.
I'd come back and go to the gym again. So for me, finding something that I could actually bring with me was really important.
Hmm.
So when I go on holidays, when I travel, when I go and stay in my sister's house, whatever, I just bring it's all on my phone. It's really
Yeah.
simple. And I just book in and log in and usually have the exercises done before anyone else gets up in the morning.
Yeah.
So that really works for me. It's up, you get into your gym gear, you do it, and you're finished. And you can do it anywhere.
Yeah. Brilliant. And like before you started, did you have any, well, look, I suppose most people do, but like fears you had about getting started or committing to something like this?
I hated the gym. I hated exercise. I love running, but I
Yeah.
can't run so much with my knee anymore. So I loved outdoor activities. But I knew because of my age and because of my lifestyle, I needed to do something that would increase strength,
Yeah.
increase flexibility, and start working a lot of those bones and muscles that probably I haven't used before.
Yeah.
That I could bring that through into the next 10 years as well.
Okay, brilliant. And then, what would you say is different about the Shape Up program to maybe other things you've tried in the past?
Um, Part of it is the team that works there, the
Yeah,
accountability that they make you have for yourself. So they don't do it in a way that they're really strict on you, but they make you feel that you need to do it. So
yeah,
you self motivate yourself to go to the classes,
yeah.
to look at your food, to look at the different aspects of your life that all contribute to a healthier lifestyle.
Hmm.
So exercise is one part of it, but there's also the support on the food side, insisting that you eat protein, which is something that
Yeah,
was a big change for me, and also the water intake, the steps. So there's a holistic approach,
yeah,
I suppose, for me, that makes it different to others. And also that there's one of the guys, or now the lady, on the
yeah,
other end of the phone if you want to check in or if you want to check something. And there's also a huge support from all the other women on the course. We have WhatsApp group, we have a Facebook group,
yeah.
and we can use that to support each other
Hmm.
through highs and through lows.
Yeah, brilliant.
All of that brings together kind of a holistic approach, and it makes
Hmm.
it more real than
Yeah,
just going to the gym, working out, and leaving.
yeah, because it can be tough, obviously, when you're trying to do things on your own or you're on something where there's nothing else there. And like you say, it can be very sporadic in approaches for different reasons then as well.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
And like, what type of benefits have you gotten now since you started or since you've been on the program?
Well, I have to say the first 6 weeks were
Yeah,
brilliant. I was
yeah,
so committed to everything, the
yeah,
food, the water. So I know now that I can do it.
yeah,
I think it first of all, it got me back exercising. I felt a lot better. So for me, it was the positive mental health thing that
mhm,
really helped. I felt good about myself.
yeah,
After 6 weeks, I was fitting into clothes that were really, really tight at the beginning of the six
yeah,
weeks. So I wasn't good at doing all the measurements and the weight,
Yeah.
but I felt it in my clothes. I also felt a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So my arms and my legs a lot stronger. I have bursitis in my hip. That is really helped, or sorry, that the exercises really helped that.
Yeah.
The more exercise I do, the better that is, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
before I'd be saying, oh, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Not bursitis. Um, so they'd be the real things, the positive mental health, the feeling of being motivated. Like I haven't missed a full
Yeah.
week of exercise since I joined. Well, I think I missed one when I was sick.
Yeah.
But every other week I've done at least minimum 2 classes and
Yeah.
maximum 5 classes.
Yeah.
Um, the other thing actually that's different about Shape Up is that you can attend as many classes during the week that you like, and you can
Yeah.
change, can uh, cancel and rebook on the app without a penalty, which
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think is really good because if you're working and you're booked into the 6 o'clock and then something happens at work, you can still book into the 8 o'clock or
Yeah.
book in the next one. So that flexibility is really,
Mm.
really good as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, true. And actually, one of the reasons we did do that was because we wanted to make it as accessible as possible.
Accessible, yeah,
Our
absolutely.
clients are busy, and that's one of the benefits of the program is the at-home aspect, but make it easy to switch. So it's actually good that you mentioned that and
Yeah.
noticed that benefit from it too.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's great, and that it just means that you can't say, "Oh, I can't go at 5 o'clock, so I'm not going." You kind of feel, "Oh, Lee will be watching me cancelling and seeing if I'm rebooking again."
Like, are you rescheduling that one? And if you had somebody, so people that are going to be watching this video now, probably in a similar boat to where you were when you first started, and maybe they got some doubts or concerns, worries going through their mind, what would you say to them right now, to someone who's thinking about joining?
I just say try the 6 week
Yeah,
program, because it's really, really good, and it's great to start it in January. You feel good, and it's easy to do it at home. The
yeah,
weather is bad outside; it's much easier to do it at home. Try the 6 weeks and feel the benefits, and you will more than likely sign up for the rest.
yeah. Amazing. All right, Neve. Thank you very